Hello, pet parents. Robert Semro back here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at BlogPaws 2017. And I am joined by someone who knows what's right and what's wrong. No, it's not Santa Claus. It is Shahrina. Shahrina, you were one of the speakers here that I had to listen to because you're an attorney.
Yes, I am.
And we actually like attorneys.
You do?
We did. Well, some. Those that like us. Those that don't, goodbye. No. But your talk and the panel that you were on is so critical to the folks, not only here at the convention, but to many of the folks out there that are watching, because we all get into this with a passion.
Right.
But this is actually a business.
Right.
How do you remind folks that this is a business?
The way I like to remind folks about that, about the protection of your business, is that do things to protect yourself before something bad happens. Be proactive. Protect your business name, protect your materials that you're creating before someone comes and steals it from you. At that point, you're going to spend a lot more money and a lot more time trying to fix, the mess.
Right. Well, and one of the big misconceptions out there is just because I put it out doesn't mean that I automatically own it and I can just say, hey, stop. There's a lot that goes behind protecting your content, your materials, your thoughts.
Right. So actually yesterday my talk was on copyright protection, and copyright actually exists from the time that it's put onto a tangible medium. However, that doesn't mean it will protect you.
Right.
There's a lot of people out there who are looking to steal from you, believe it or not. And don't put yourself down by thinking that, oh, I'm so small, no one's going to care. No, there are people out there who make it their business to steal from others and then go ahead and register that under their name. And at that point, you either have to fight it or you have to just give up. So why not just be proactive and, save yourself the hassle?
And it's not a difficult process.
No, it's not. It's really not. And, if you don't think you can do it on your own, you should go to an attorney like myself or whoever you're comfortable with, because it is important that you do protect yourself from the beginning.
Yeah, and I think one of the other misconceptions is just because I protect one piece does not necessarily mean I'm protecting every piece, and there are legal reasons not to protect everything under one copyright.
Right, correct. And it's not even feasible because you're constantly creating new materials, so you can't depend on, just protecting one and not everything else. I know it sounds tedious, but it's to your advantage to actually go ahead and protect as much as you can, including your business name, your logo. Even if you're a blogger, a lot of people don't think you don't have to protect your blog name or logo or slogan, but you really should, because there's a lot of competition out there.
Well, and you know what? Folks don't realize, in another country, there might be somebody else with that same name, even especially, and I get this commonly because we are seen in so many different countries, where someone will reach out and I can't read the foreign translation. When I go, oh, well, I know so-and-so here has that exact same name. So there are so many reasons that you've got to be proactive from a legal standpoint. But also, again, this is a business. It starts out as a passion. But when does it become a business is something that people don't often understand.
Well, I feel like most people that are actually here at BlogPaws would like to monetize on their work at some point. I know it starts off as a hobby, as something you really love in the beginning. You would like to monetize from that. And why not just go ahead and be proactive and just protect it from the very beginning so you don't have to keep looking back, because you're meeting so many people even just in this conference. You don't even know who you're talking to.
Well, that's so true. Well, and listen, especially if you're at a conference like BlogPaws, you're here because you're trying to elevate what you're doing. So that's why it's such a benefit to have speakers like yourself. For you, what's the benefit, though, of being here and reaching an audience like this?
For me, my personal reason for being in the pet industry in general and going to conferences like this in the pet industry is to meet other people who are so passionate about their pets that they're doing something about it. Everyone here, I believe, is trying to make a change in some way, one form or another, even if it's just by writing a blog post. You're talking about your passion. So for me to be here, I believe the main reason that I'm here is to just meet new people like yourself. Well, I already know you, but more people who have the same passion.
Love it. Now, I want to make sure the folks know where they can reach out to get more great information if they've got questions, if they have a need.
Sure. So you can contact me by email, and my phone number and email are all listed on my website, which is ANKHIKROLLAW.com. I'm also listed under the speakers for this year's conference, so if you wanted to look there, you can.
Well, thank you so much for everything you're doing. Thank you for sharing your expertise.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.